Welcome back, True Seeker. Wednesday, February 28th, 2018. About to hop on TFR Live to do the Gematria Effect every Wednesday night, 3-hour radio program, free to listen to. Anyhow, before I get on, somebody asked me if I could look at Dwayne Wade writing the name of supposedly one of the victims of the Parkland, Florida shooting just outside of Miami. He wrote the name Joaquin Oliver, one of the victims, on his shoes last night. And then he had a big finish, scoring a bunch of points, making the game-winning shot, winning 102 to 101 over Philadelphia. And as we talked about, the number 102 was a big number on this Valentine's Day shooting. Notice in the language of Gematria, Valentine equals 102. Same with the name Joaquin, also 102. Dwayne Wade takes it to 102 points to win it with this man's name on his shoe. And consider, we talked about how they paralleled this shooting to the 1949 Philadelphia shooting. Howard Unruh, the first mass shooting massacre in the history of the United States with a gun. And if you missed that story, they said a woman who was impacted by this shooting at the school, Carly Novell, her mother, her grandfather, her mother's father, was in the neighborhood where the shooting happened in Philadelphia in 49. And the story was Carly Novell had to hide in the closet, just like her grandfather had to do way back in 49. This is one of the stories that came out. And as we've been talking about, this school is the Eagles. The Stoneman Douglas Eagles. And it's named after Marjorie Stoneman Douglas, who was from Minneapolis. And here the Philadelphia Eagles just won the Super Bowl in Minneapolis. You know, we're talking about all these parallels. Now look, Dwayne Wade gets this ritual over the team from Philadelphia. And you got to love that it was with 101 points that Philadelphia went down, because using the alphabetic order, Philadelphia sums to 101. You know? Some other interesting notes. This happened February 27th, 2/27. 227 is the 49th prime. Remember, Eagles equals 49. So does Revelation. Revelation's where the name Philadelphia comes from. NFL happens to equal 49. So does Super Bowl. All of these numbers we've been talking about now become part of this news story. You see? By studying this code and seeing the rituals, you can follow all that comes, in the wake after, because it's always this way. All of these riddles contrived in numbers. It's because this language is Masonic. Freemasonry controls your media, your government, your police, your sports leagues. And they use this code ritualistically in all these events, tying them together. As I've explained, sports and news are tied together, and they are used to program the masses. The purpose of this story is to saturate the minds of the masses with this mass shooting and the tragedy and how something needs to be done. People aren't understanding, though, all of this is the work of your government. All of it. So, some other interesting notes. This happened on the 42nd day of Dwayne Wade being 36 years old. Dwayne Wade in Gematria sums to 42, number stamped all over Black history. The word gun equals 42, ammo equals 42, February equals 42, Black History Month. With regards to Wade being 36 years old, I noticed this younger person's name, who the tribute was to, Oliver, Gematria of 36 and 36 as well. So perhaps part of the reason. But of course, the school just outside of Miami, Dwayne Wade, big star for the Miami Heat, just went back there after being in Cleveland for a while. Said he was 17 years old, like the 17 dead victims. Don't forget, NBA equals 17, 14 plus 2 plus 1. Why the Celtics lead the NBA with 17 championships. This tribute by Wade also came on a date with 67 numerology. Remember, Nicholas Cruz equals 67, 67 the 19th prime. Nicholas Cruz was 19 years old. The word chaos equals 19. The motto is order out of chaos. I'll link this post down below. There's more notes. but this is the extent of it right here. Till next time, Truth Seeker. Encore. Just want to remind the story of where Dwayne Wade was speaking in the media about gun control, and then later that same day, his relative was murdered in Chicago, supposedly the victim of a shooting. Did a lot of work on that, showed how it was a major piece of propaganda. Just consider it's Dwayne Wade being used again, and once again, it's propaganda. And let's not forget the original Valentine's Massacre was in Chicago, where Dwayne Wade was when that happened. 1929 Valentine's Day Massacre. From 29 to 2018, 89 years. Chaos. Sums to 89 in reverse ordinal. Order out of chaos. Till next time.